Brink. Number 37, Anthony Garcia. Number 44, Justin Hughes. Number 45, Colin Brown. Number 46, Max Tilton. Number 47, Trevor Huddleston. And the bullpen catcher, J.J. Valencia. Now, here's the starting lineup for the Red Devils. Batting leadoff.
Well, it's an awfully nice night for baseball. We've got no rain, but we've got plenty of outstanding players and teams. It's the NWAC Baseball Championship, day number 1, game number 4. The Lower Columbia College Red Devils getting ready to take on the Bellevue Bulldogs. Hi, everybody. I'm Kirk Rowland. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play to get things started here this evening. The Red Devils and Bulldogs, two of the top teams in the NWAC, ready to do battle here today. Now, in just a second here, we're going to have the presentation of the championship trophies. Bellevue was the co-Northern Region champions, and Lower Columbia won the West Region championship. Down on the field right now is the NWAC Executive Director Marco Azurdia, and he's got some hardware to give out here this evening. First, he'll give out the trophy to the Bellevue Bulldogs as Marco Azurdia is out there to give Bellevue. I don't know, Bellevue doesn't look too excited about getting that trophy there. Finally, someone comes over there. Dylan Vajulik comes over and gets that trophy there. And now for the Lower Columbia Red Devils, they've got their West Region trophy to get as well. It's been a special season for the defending NWAC champions. They're back to defend. Joel Warden, the Red Devil pitcher, will take the trophy, and the Red Devils will get ready to go. It's LCC and Bellevue getting ready to play some baseball. It's game number 4 of the NWAC Championship Tournament. Well, let's check the starting lineups. First for the Bellevue Bulldogs, leading off in center field will be Lawyer Braun. Batting second will be the catcher, Austin Pinorini. Batting third at shortstop is Jordan Lefebvre. Batting cleanup in left field, Evan Johnson. Batting fifth at third base is Eli Gallo. Batting sixth is the big DH, Joe Wainhouse. Batting seventh at first base, Tino Paletti. Batting eighth at second base is Nico De La Cruz, and batting ninth in right field, Dylan Vajulik. Getting the start will be Travis Ulvested. Here's the lineup for Eddie Smith's Lower Columbia College Red Devils. Leading off at second base is Toby Johnson. Batting second in left field, Cameron Campbell. Batting third at first base is Lauren Archibald. Batting fourth, the starting pitcher, Cade Crisco. Batting fifth in right field is Garrett Myers. Batting sixth, the catcher, Benny Calavahea. Batting seventh at third base, Taylor Davis. Batting eighth in center field is Ryan Enquist. And batting ninth at shortstop, Corey Conklin. The starting pitcher, as I mentioned, Cade Crisco for Lower Columbia. Crisco has had himself a great year for Lower Columbia this year. Now he's got a record of 4-1, but an ERA of 2.03. He has pitched 48 2/3 innings and has given up just 43 base hits. The clear ace of the staff for the Lower Columbia College Red Devils. Now there you see the Red Devils there on our coverage on NWACsports.org and Topher Vision here on our simulcast, not only live on AM 1490 KLOG, but on the World Wide Web with video. And there's the home plate umpires and the umpires working the game. Adam Rogers is the man calling balls and strikes. John Jackson will be at the first base side, and Eric Holden will be our umpire over on the third base side. Eddie Smith talking ground rules here at Story Field. Well, we've got a crowd starting to fill in here, and folks, if you are listening to the broadcast and driving around looking for something to do, we've still got plenty of room for you here tonight as Mark Yoshino and the Bellevue Bulldogs getting ready to take on Eddie Smith and the Lower Columbia College Red Devils. We'll take this minute timeout and then come back for the first pitch. Red Devils and Bulldogs coming up.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Home is not a building, and it's not some number on a mailbox. It's a place where we grow and love and learn. At Southern Oregon University, our people, our programs, our place blend together like a family. With over 40 majors, exceptional faculty, and a commitment to inclusion and diversity, once you become a Southern Oregon University Raider, you're home.
Well, the plate meeting is over, and that means the Red Devils take the field as LCC will trot on out and take their defensive positions. And they are getting ready to go as Cade Crisco will get the ball on opening night of this NWAC championship tournament. Bellevue coming in with an overall record of 35-16, 16-8. The co-champions of the Northern Region, along with Grady Twaite's Skagit Valley Cardinals and the Everett Trojans, who were a winner earlier here today. The Red Devils, 33 wins, 12 losses, 21-4. They won their second consecutive Western Region title. And that guy right there, Cade Crisco, is one of the reasons why. You want to talk about a great baseball player, not only a great pitcher, but he's batting cleanup for Lower Columbia. He's been hitting well. He's a ball player, and he's awfully good. And the Red Devils will hope that he can pitch well here tonight and get this team off to a good start. But boy, the Bellevue Bulldogs have a lot of talent, that's for sure. Travis Ulvestad will be getting the start, and we'll be talking about him a little bit when he takes the mound in the bottom of the inning. Here's what's happened so far in the tournament. Our opening game was Everett over Treasure Valley 2-1. Bryce Peterson hit one on top of the batting barn in center field to win it for Everett. It was Yakima Valley over Chemeketa 5-0, and completed a short time ago. It was Pierce over Mount Hood by a score of 10-2. So Pierce will play the winner of this game. Mount Hood will get the loser of this game, and we will put day one in the books. We'll have 4 more games tomorrow: 9:35, 12:35, 4:35, and 7:35 tonight. So the ball is thrown down, and there's Cade Crisco ready to go. Red Devils wearing the navy blue tops, and they are going camo hats. Bellevue wearing their road gray uniforms. And leading things off for the Bulldogs will be Lawyer Braun, the center fielder, right-handed hitter. And we are good to go to start this one, as the first pitch of this ball game will be at 8:04, and Cade Crisco pours one right down the middle for a strike, as Braun was going to have a look on that first pitch. 0-1 just underway. There's Crisco ready. Here's the right-hander's next pitch, low and outside. Count evens up at 1-1. Just underway here today. Lights are on, starting to take hold here at David Story Field. Crisco's ready. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Good fastball by Crisco. As I mentioned, Crisco with that good innings to hits allowed ratio, 48 2/3 innings, 43 hits given up. The 1-2 on the way, and that is served out to right field, and right there is Garrett Myers to make the catch for out number 1. They were playing rather shallow in right field, and right there was Myers to make the first out of the ball game. That'll bring up Austin Pinorini, the catcher for this Bellevue team. He's a left-handed hitter. Pinorini's had a big year, 333 batting average, 30 RBIs in that second hole. Pitch is in there for a strike, so Crisco gets ahead of the first 2 hitters he faces here this evening. Cade Crisco from Covington. Here's the pitch on the way outside, 1-1. Benny Calavajea getting the start behind the dish. Cameron Campbell's been one of the Red Devil catchers, and of course one of their top hitters. They've got him out in left field. Here's the 1-1 pitch by Crisco. Breaking ball missed inside, and a good job by Pinarini to hold up on it. Overcast. At times it looked threatening, but we really didn't have much of any rain at all today. Ball's fouled into the screen, evening up the count at 2-2. So good action in day one. Really the only blowout we had was Pierce's win over Mount Hood, 10-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Pop straight up. Calavajea gives way for the third baseman. Taylor Davis makes the catch for out number 2. Jordan Lefebvre will step in now for the Bulldogs, their shortstop. Lefebvre hitting .300 on the season. The Bulldogs come in hitting .265 as a team. Lefebvre, right-handed hitter against Crisco, who's all business up on the bump. Here's the pitch right in there for a strike. 3 consecutive batters. It's the old adage, the best pitch is strike 1. And Crisco's got 3 of them to start these first 3 hitters. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball's fouled out of play. Crisco ahead 0-2. That got onto the roof of the Allen Thompson Learning Resource Center behind us. I couldn't really see it, but I could hear it. Ball on metal roof. Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him to extend out of the strike zone, but good plate discipline by Jordan Lefebvre. Lefebvre's out of Kirkland. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off down towards the Red Devil dugout. Of course, last year was a special year for Lower Columbia. They won the title. They had those veteran players, 6 Division I players all going off to the next level, playing well. But boy, have these guys done a great job coming back. Here's a ground ball hit out to short. Corey Conklin's got it. Throw across in time. And the Bellevue Bulldogs are retired. 1, 2, 3. Another good look at it on our video replay here today as we've seen the shortstops be very busy in the first 3 games. Some of the plays have been good, others not so much. As Lauren Archibald stretches to make the play, and the inning is over. It's Bellevue nothing. Devils coming up. We're coming back right after this.
I love biology because I'm interested in how different ticks can be on different trails can actually impact human infection rates of Rocky Mountain spotted fever. I did all of the research from the ground up. I got into grad school at the University of Notre Dame. The research opportunities that I've gotten here were absolutely instrumental in my getting into grad school. I love bugs and other arthropods, yeah, especially the ones that carry disease.
Now the Red Devils' turn to come up here and try to get something done. Let's talk a little Lynn Benton, shall we? Why not? Prepare for an inspired future at Lynn Benton Community College. They're in Albany, Oregon. You get personalized support, small classes, and you save money. Train for a job. Get your bachelor's degree started or check out the degree partnership program with Oregon State University and Lynn Benton. LBCC inspired. All right, the Red Devils are up now for their first shot in this ball game. Bellevue was retired in order by Cade Crisco. And now Toby Johnson will lead things off for the Lower Columbia Red Devils. Left-handed hitter from Chehalis, a WF Bearcat. He wears one. They're going to say he wasn't hit. I think Johnson was trying to convince him that he got hit. Home plate umpire Adam Rogers says, nope, it's just a ball. Ball 1. The next pitch, ball 2. Travis Ulvestad out of Redmond, the right-hander's pitch, inside, ball 3. Ulvestad this year making his 15th appearance, 19 1/3 innings. He's giving up just 9 hits. That's pretty good. Here's the pitch, ball 4. Toby Johnson with a leadoff walk for the Red Devils. That'll bring up Cameron Campbell, the left fielder.
Number 15, left fielder, Cameron Campbell.
Campbell can hit .361 batting average. The Red Devils as a team just under .300, a .292 team batting average. Campbell's one of the reasons. Here's the pitch to him, and that fastball is just a little high. Boy, good pop on that though. Plenty enough velo for Ulvestad. Next pitch, inside, so he's having a dickens of a time trying to throw a strike. 6 consecutive balls. Working from the stretch, Toby Johnson at first. And that is outside, ball 3. 7 straight balls to start the game. Campbell's got to be taken right till he throws one. Still hasn't. Back-to-back walks to start off this ball game. Campbell reaches. Toby Johnson reaches. And here comes Lauren Archibald, the big left-handed hitting slugger. Big Arch out of Renton. He's had a great career here at LCC. He'll be taking his talents to Norman next year with the Oklahoma Sooners. And here's Arch. Now you got to take until he can actually throw a strike, right? You would think. But Arch is a hitter. He might be thinking, well, he's got to just pour one right down the middle here, right? Be ready for it. We'll see what Arch is thinking. He's thinking hit. He's going to take. And there's the first strike of the game for Ulvestad. First inning, bottom of the first. Nothing doing for the Bulldogs in the top of the frame. Red Devils trying to get something going here early. Here's the pitch. That'll be low. 1-1 the count. Ulvestad looking out at the shortstop, Jordan Lefebvre, going through some signs on the coverage. And there's Big Arch in there ready to hit. Ulvestad now comes set at the belt. Shoulders drip, pitch. That's chopped into left field for a base hit, and the Red Devils are going to take a 1-0 lead. Ball is bobbled out there in left, but finally Evan Johnson gets it in, and the Red Devils, just like that, lead it 1-0 on an RBI single by Lauren Archibald. Little chop off the turf. Boom, actually that was right in front of home plate and got a good hop on it. Went over the glove of Eli Gallo at third. Johnson kind of took it off the chest, kept it in front. The Red Devils are in front, 1-0. Here's Cade Crisco. So trouble right away for Travis Ulvestad. Pitch on the way to Cade, outside for ball 1. Crisco primarily a pitcher last year. I know there were times he was frustrated. Eddie Smith knew this is a kid that could play shortstop and could hit. Well, concentrate on the pitching. Once he got his bat going, you couldn't keep him out of the lineup offensively. Takes the strike to even up the count, 1-1. Crisco hitting .400 this year. 24 RBIs. Just 5 strikeouts and has a couple of home runs. Here's the pitch, low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Crisco. Here's a look at Cameron Campbell out there at second base. Lauren Archibald over at first. Red Devils trying to jump up early with a big first inning. Pitch to Crisco, swing and a miss. Good fastball by Olvestad. Devils would love to see something similar that Pierce was able to do. The Raiders with a fin in the top of the first inning, and their win over Mount Hood, a 5 spot to get things started right away. Devils lead at 1-0 here with no outs in the bottom of the first inning. Olvestad's pitch on the way. More excellent cheese on that. Swing and a miss, and a big strikeout, first out. Well, he blew it right by Crisco. That was some high-grade octane right there. Here's Garrett Myers, the Red Devil right fielder. College scouts, pro scouts all here, some with radar guns. You can see some of those gentlemen behind home plate there on our nice wide-angle center field shot here at Story Field. Here's the pitch to Myers, takes it outside for ball 1. Great look there behind the batter, J.J. Valencia, the bullpen catcher. You think he's into it? He's not even in the game, and he's already down in his catcher's crouch behind there. That's in the dugout. Here's the 1-0. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. One count coming up by Olvestad. Taken for strike 2, 1-2. Now all of a sudden it looks like Olvestad's starting to find the zone a little bit. But very good velocity on that fastball. 1 run in, 2 runners on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch, curveball, and he beamed him. So Garrett Myers wears one to load him up. Campbell will move up 90. Archibald right behind him, and now Myers at first for Benny Calavahea, the Red Devil catcher. Meanwhile, the head coach of the Bulldogs, Mark Yoshino, will come out and have a chat with Olvestad. It looked as if he had kind of righted the ship a little bit there, and then all of a sudden that pitch rode in on Garrett Myers, and with the hit pitch and loaded things up. Mark Yoshino, the veteran coach, been there a long time. There's a good look at Mark, great guy, a leader in the NWAC with all of the work he does on the committee. Also is a member of the executive board of the NWAC. So Yosh, a leader of the conference and certainly of round baseball. And boy, what a great program he's got up there in Bellevue on the east side. That'll bring up Benny Calavahea, the Red Devil catcher. Takes a strike right down the middle. Interesting story on Benny Calavahea. He had originally signed with Lower Columbia out of Lacey, and then at the last minute decided to go on a kind of, I'm sure he might have got a little bit of scholarship at Washington State on and there's a swing and a miss. He played in 26 games for the Cougars as a freshman. Coaching change, Donnie Marbett out, Marty Lee's in, Benny Calavahea out. Let go after fall ball and was looking for a place to play, and Eddie Smith said, you bet, you get yourself right back here. Here's the 0-2, way outside. That will go to the dugout, or I should say to the backstop, and sliding in is Campbell, and the Red Devils get a gift run there on a wild pitch that airmails the catcher. Two to nothing, Lower Columbia. Everybody else moves up. You would think that a guy like Calavahea could, have to wear that, come back to a JC after being in the Pac-12. there has never been a tick of attitude with this kid. He has really appreciated the opportunity he got here at LCC. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. Fouls it into the screen. Had a good rip at it. The timing of the move over at Washington State, in the eyes of some, may have been suspect. But I know Benny was awfully happy that Eddie Smith had arms wide open, said, "Get back here, you're a Red Devil." He's contributed well to this team. 2-2. Pitch goes to the backstop again. Here's the slide in. Archibald will score, and just like that, 3-0 Lower Columbia, and Ulvestad cannot find the plate. And now Myers down at third. Still just one out here in the inning with a runner at third and 3 runs in. And Coach Yoshino is going to make a move here in the first inning. And so, boy, Mark didn't have this as the grand plan. I knew he was probably going to have to ham and egg his pitching here tonight because the guy that would normally start had to go deep into that super region that ran about a day later than everybody else. But wow, to the bullpen they go, the Bulldogs. Red Devils lead 3-0, still in the bottom of the first. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Pitching for Bellevue, number 44, Jack Usselman.
We're back here to David Story Field. Lower Columbia's jumped out 3-0. Olympic College. Olympic College is the place to pursue your dreams on and off the field. With 11 women's and men's athletic teams, numerous academic pathways, there's something for everyone at Olympic College. Get busy learning at olympic.edu. Appreciate all the colleges around the Northwest that are supporting our broadcasts here in the NWAC Baseball Championships. Back at it now. Benny Calavejea swings at the pitch and hits it deep to center field. That should score another run. Coming in to score is Garrett Myers, and the Red Devils lead it 4-0. Calavejea had to deal with 2 pitchers in his one at-bat there, and he comes up with the sacrifice fly and RBI. And now Taylor Davis will step up there with nobody on base by himself with 2 outs, but 4 runs in for LCC. Here's the pitch to Davis. Hit down to third. Strong throw across the diamond by Eli Gallo, but damage done for LCC. 4 runs, 1 hit. There were no errors and no runners left on base after 1. It's Lower Columbia 4, Bellevue nothing. You're listening to the NWAC Baseball Championship Network.
They love it when I talk. I get around, yeah, I know my Tupac. I kinda feel it's no girl I cannot get. I'm not found at the function if it's not lit. Yeah, it's Nathan that no one can tell me. I made it here dolo, nobody to help me. From the Bay to birthplace that I hype me, so come and say to my face you don't like me.
Nothing Lower Columbia after one inning. Game number 4, the opening day of the NWAC Baseball Championships. Well, now the Bulldogs got to play catch up the rest of the way. Certainly a capable ball club. Evan Johnson, the left fielder, will lead things off here in the top of the second inning. Crisco's pitch is in there for a strike, and boy, he has been pouring in strike one here in the early going. The 4th consecutive batter that he has faced to start this game to throw a first pitch strike. Here's the next offer. That's hit out towards left field. Campbell coming over on the run, dives, makes the catch. The catcher turned left fielder with a nice little knee dive out there to make the catch. We'll get a look of it on our Topher Vision NWAC Championship Network replay right here. And that's a nice job as in super slow, he comes over and gauges it and makes the grab, goes down to his knees, makes a nice catch. Back to live action. Eli Gallo, the hitter, and he fouls it out of play for strike one. 5 straight batters for strike one of that guy. Double K, Cade Crisco. Crisco ready, pitch. Inside. Count evens up 1-1. Here's Crisco ready now. From the windup, pitch. Outside corner, nice pitch. Gallo hitting .258 this year for the Bulldogs. 31 hits and 120 at-bats. 17 RBIs. Pitch to him outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Gallo. We're in the double 9s out there, 99. Interesting baseball number. Here's the 2-2. That's hit out towards Lauren Archibald. Little soft liner, and he's got it for out number 2. Here's Joe Wainhouse, the designated hitter.
16, Joe.
Boy, take a look at this kid. What a mammal. That is a large mammal right there. And this guy can hit it a long way. Joe Wainhouse takes a strike. Boy, Crisco just pounding the strike zone early. If the name Wainhouse is familiar to you, of course, his father, Dave Wainhouse, a longtime Major League pitcher. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's down the line. That's a fair ball. That'll rattle down to the party deck area there. Wainhouse will lumber into second base, and he's got the Bulldogs' first hit of the evening. Went the opposite way and hit it hard down the third base line. Boy, did that clear out Eric Holden down there, but he was able to stay with it and make that call. And boy, that just did get some jock down the line there, and Mr. Holden was right on it, had a good look. Had to do a dance to get out of the way, but kept his eyes on it, made the call, and the Bulldogs have themselves a 2-out double by Joe Wainhouse. Tino Paletti, the first baseman of the Bulldogs, checks in now. Another left-handed hitter. Paletti hitting .237. Pitch, curveball, in the dirt and kept in front by Benny Calavajea. Home plate umpire Adam Rogers says, I want that pill. Get that thing back here. Might have saw a dark spot on it, wanted to rub it up maybe. Good look there of Tino Paletti. Paletti from Bainbridge. Here's the pitch by Crisco. Curveball is a dandy. Crisco dealing out of the stretch for the first time here this evening. Pitch on the way, stays high. 2 balls, 1 strike to Dino Paletti. Tino Paletti, beg your pardon. Nico De La Cruz would be next. He's on deck for these Bulldogs. Here's Crisco ready. Checks the runner, pitch on the way. Yes, he did. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the second. All games 9 innings in the NWAC, unless on the first 2 days you've got more than a 10-run lead after 7 frames. Crisco now ready to get his team back into the dugout. The pitch on the way, curveball, swing and a miss. And so Wayne House's double goes for naught. He's left out there. After an inning and a half, it's Lower Columbia 4, Bellevue nothing here on the NWAC Championship Baseball Network.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
We're back to action here at the NWAC Championship Tournament. Here's a pop-up by Ryan Enquist, his first at-bat for Lower Columbia. First ball swinging. Now we can give our kudos to Centralia. Why not? Centralia College, your college for associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, and job training. Apply now to get a jump on classes and financial aid. Application easy and free. You belong at Centralia College. Visit centralia.edu. Here's the pitch to Corey Conklin, the number 9 hitter in the Lower Columbia lineup. His first time up in this NWAC tournament. Devils lead 4-0. Pitch to Conklin, outside corner, nice pitch. Conklin couldn't get that batting average in the regular season up over 200, 189, but he's been solid out at shortstop. Just got off to that tough start and just really couldn't get the average back up there. But Conk, he's got 10 RBIs, so he's had some big hits. Takes that one for a ball as some of the Bulldog fans are growling over there. And they thought the second pitcher here, Zach Usselman, had it. Next pitch, curveball, misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Corey Conklin out of Corvallis. Zach Usselman in relief for Bellevue. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play by Conk. There's a look at the bleacher seat folks here tonight. We sure hope you fans are making your plans to get out here. The Longview-Kelso area, folks. Pitch. There's a ground ball hit out towards third. Up with it, and a strong throw across the diamond is Eli Gallo for out number 2. Conklin beat it into the dirt there, and Gallo took it off the dirt over there, and Paletti did a good job to anchor the foot and collect the out. Toby Johnson up now for Lower Columbia, takes a strike. Johnson walked on 4 pitches, and at the time we didn't know that was going to be a theme, as the next pitch is in the dirt and bounces up, and Now Johnson has to go over and pick it up. 1-1. Good look at Zach Usselman. Here's the right-hander's pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike to Toby Johnson. First year JC played down in Arizona. Now back in the home area. And takes that one low and outside. 3-1. Toby Johnson, part of that excellent program at WF West in Chehalis. Here's a ground ball hit over towards first base. He'll flip it to the pitcher, Usselman, and the Red Devils are retired in order here in the bottom of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Devils lead it 4-0 here on the NWAC Baseball Championship Network.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Home is not a building, and it's not some number on a mailbox. It's a place where we grow and love and learn. At Southern Oregon University, our people, our programs, our place blend together like a family. With over 40 majors, exceptional faculty, and a commitment to inclusion and diversity, once you become a Southern Oregon University Raider, you're home.
Well, thinking about transferring, think about Eastern Washington University. EWU has minutes from trails and lakes as well as the state's second largest city. But it's not just a great location. EWU offers cutting-edge STEM degrees and is Washington State's best academic value for transfer students. Got a nice program here at Lower Columbia College on this campus, tied up with EWU. Here we go, top of the third. Cade Crisco's pitch is inside, and it's one of the rare times here tonight that he hasn't started off the hitter with a strike. Nico De La Cruz, the hitter now for the Bellevue Bulldogs. Here's Crisco's pitch, fouled off the glove into the backstop. 1-1 the count. Got the 50-50 raffle going here. Chance for folks to watch some baseball, enjoy some good food, do a little 50-50 gambling. Next pitch by Crisco's in a good spot. Beauty. Crisco back up on the rubber and ready. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Second consecutive strikeout for Cade Crisco. That time looking. Dylan Vachulik is the batter. Vachulik. I'll find it eventually. First pitch outside. Dylan Vachulik's had a great year for this team. .373 batting average, hitting in the 9th spot for Mark Ishino. Pitch is low, 2-0. First time we've seen Crisco fall behind. Cade goes to the back of the mound, tugs at that sleeve a little bit and gets things reset. This guy's a craftsman. Here's the 2-0. Strike.
Both ways, Blue.
Cade Crisco's 2-1 pitch. Served down the right field line, and that'll get down for a base hit. Vachulik cruises in for a stand-up double. Well, the 2 base hits against Crisco are both doubles and both right down the line. The first one by Wayne House down the left field line, and this time by Vachulik down the right field line. And the leadoff hitter for the Bulldogs, Lawyer Braun, checks in. Braun flew out to Garrett Myers and right to open the game. Crisco working from the stretch. A 1-out double by Vacilik. He's out at second. Here's the curveball, little slide piece, if you will. That's right in there for a strike. And now Crisco getting back to what was working earlier, getting ahead of these hitters. Here's the next pitch, another breaking pitch, and good job by Benny Calavajea to keep it in front. Lawyer Bronze out of Federal Way. Crisco checks the runner twice, comes plateward. That's a fly ball hit out towards left field. Going back is Conklin. He reaches up and makes a great catch as he had to jump up and take it over his head back there and made a nice catch. We'll get a look at it here on our replay. That was right in between them both. Conklin had a beat on it, going back, reaches back and makes a great play. Breaks his fall. Campbell's over there to try to provide some help. And that's a great play by Corey Conklin for out number 2. And that'll bring up Austin Pinarini. Devils have made a couple of nice catches out there. Campbell in left, and now the shortstop Conklin. Strike one poured in there by pitcher Cade Crisco. Pinarini popped up to third in foul territory. Deep breath by Crisco. Looking in, signs flash by Calavajea. Here's the pitch. Missed low and outside. Last year, Lower Columbia said, you know, let's bring these camo hats out on opening night, and if we keep winning, we'll keep wearing them. By the end of the weekend, the Red Devils wearing that thing all the way to the championship. Here's the 1-1. Beautiful breaking pitch by Crisco. Austin Pinarini trying to pick up his teammate out there at second base. Vacilik, here's the pitch on the way. That's a ground ball hit out to Toby Johnson. He's got it, throws over to first. And the Bulldogs are retired here in the third. No runs, a hit, no errors. One runner left on base. 2.5 in the books. It's Lower Columbia 4, Bellevue nothing on the NWAC Baseball Championship Network.
I love biology because I'm interested in how different ticks can be on different trails can actually impact human infection rates of Rocky Mountain spotted fever. I did all of the research from the ground up. I got into grad school at the University of Notre Dame. The research opportunities that I've gotten here were absolutely instrumental in my getting into grad school. I love bugs and other arthropods, yeah. Especially the ones that carry disease.
Community College is in Albany, Oregon. You get personalized support, small classes, and you save money. Train for a job, get your bachelor's degree started, or check out the degree partnership program with Oregon State. LBCC inspired. Cameron Campbell will lead things off for LCC, leading it 4-0. Chops one foul. Campbell walked and scored. Scampered in on a wild pitch. In fact, it was back-to-back wild pitches that scored a couple of runs and made it a pretty tough first inning and quick inning for a starter, Travis Ulvestad. Zach Ulselman is on in relief. The count evens up at 1-1 as that was off the plate. Here's the pitch to Campbell. Hits that one on the right side. Over there is Nico De La Cruz to make a nice play. Kind of skidded a little bit on it, but kept that ball in front and made a nice play. Kind of jumped up on him a little bit, slid, but stayed with it. And good job over there by Tino Paletti to come up with the pick out of the dirt and out number one. Here's Lauren Archibald. RBI base hit out to left field his first time up. Pitch to Arch outside. Well, very happy for Lauren. Tell you what, getting to go to Oklahoma to play your baseball, that's pretty cool. Probably going to enjoy his time watching some football out there as well. Ground ball to second, so back-to-back rollovers for the Devils. And I guess that's a rollover for Archibald, not so much for Campbell, but same result. 4-3, so 2 quick outs. Cade Crisco will come up. Struck out his first time as Travis Olvested gave him some pretty good heat. Here's the pitch to Cade, showed bunt, and took it high for ball one. Pitch by Olvested, ground ball down to third, throw across by Gallo, and the Devils go down quietly and quickly. 1, 2, 3. 3 innings in the book, a third of the way there. Lower Columbia 4. It's Bellevue nothing on the NWAC Network. Olympic College, a great place to hit the field in the books, earn your associate degree, then transfer to a university or slide into home and earn your bachelor's degree without leaving Kitsap County. Get busy learning at olympic.edu. We're back here to David Story Field on the campus of Lower Columbia College. Of course, great to have you live on the airwaves in Longview, Kelso on your sports station, AM 1490 KLOG ESPN Radio. Boy, we've had a full day of baseball on the ESPN station here, KLOG. As the Mariners had the day off today, the Minnesota Twins will be coming in tomorrow to Safeco Field. We'll be able to bring you a couple of games on KLOG tomorrow, the first 2, and then we'll step aside for those final 2 and get you all kinds of Mariner coverage as the Twins come in. Kelso native Trevor May coming in out of the bullpen for Minnesota. And we're through 3 innings of this one, and it'll be Bellevue sending up 3, 4, and 5, the meat of their order. Jordan Lefebvre will lead things off against Cade Crisco. Here's the pitch on the way, and that ball is tattooed out to left field, but Campbell's underneath of it to make the catch. Red Devils had him played pretty good. Ian Sanderson, Eric Lane, Red Devil assistants, they go through all kinds of gyrations out there as they try to show where their guys should be positioned. Here's Evan Johnson. Boy, first ball swinging and took a big rip at it right back into the backstop. In fact, it came off the backstop and all the way back out to Crisco. He just takes that pill and throws it away in disgust. Johnson hit that ball out to left that Cameron Campbell made a nice little running catch on. Here's the 0-1. Curve ball stays high. Crisco looks up into the lights. tugging on that sleeve and then getting back up on the bump, all business. Ball's fouled again, took a little off. Crisco now on the hill, ready to go. The 1-2 pitch on the way, stays a little high. 2-2. 4-0. Lower Columbia leads Bellevue here in the top of the 4th inning. Everett, Yakima Valley, and Pierce have won the first 3 games. Here's a little lazy fly ball out towards second. Garrett Myers calls off Toby Johnson and makes the catch for out number 2. Eli Gallo is the hitter. Hit a soft liner to Lauren Archibald at first, his first time up.
Eli Gallo.
Here's the pitch by Crisco. Little high for ball 1. Not a better place to spend your Memorial Day long weekend than right here. Whole bunch of college baseball. Here's a ground ball hit sharply to Conklin, and Corey tried to backhand that a little bit. Pretty sure that's going to be ruled an error on the play. Corey let it play him. Ooh, base hit. Interesting. So Eli Gallo will take that gift-wrapped affair, and he'll get on first with a base hit. And here's Joe Wainhouse. Dave Andrews going to be along in the 5th inning to take over the middle innings of this one. Joe Wainhouse 1 for 1 in the NWAC tournament. Had a double his first time. You wonder how a major league pitcher's son is such a big hitter. Dave Wainhouse, of course, the major leaguer who also was into college coaching as well for a long time, was the pitching coach at Seattle University. Timeout called as Crisco completed his fastball in there. Haven't seen Dave Wainhouse in the house, but got to believe he's here. If not, I'm guessing he's watching. Boy, this guy is a good-looking hitter, and he can hit it a long, long way. Got to be careful with this guy. Here's the pitch. Crisco's fastball just a little low. Three balls, no strikes, the count to Joe Wainhouse. 2 outs in the inning, but a runner at first. That's Eli Gallo on the infield single. Pitch on the way. Power on power right there. Good fastball by Crisco. Blew it right by Wainhouse. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, and the count goes to ball 4, and Wainhouse draws the walk. Tino Paletti will be stepping in. First time the Bulldogs have had 2 runners on base at the same time. Gallo at second, Wainhouse now at first. Paletti is up there with 2 outs. Crisco will spin on an inside pick move with no throw out to second, just making sure that runner out there knows he's around. And Eddie Smith will take that slow stroll out to the mound to try to recalibrate Cade Crisco a bit here as the Red Devils lead it 4-0. We sure appreciate the sponsors on AM 1490 KLOG here, like All Out Sewer and Drain Service, Baker Lumber Company, Bud Clary Chevrolet Subaru, Carlson's Heating and Air Conditioning, and Bob's Sporting Goods. And also our sponsors on our NWAC coverage on NWACsports.org, Centralia College. They're your college for associate degrees, bachelor degrees, and job training. Apply now to get a jump on glasses and financial aid. An application is easy and free. You belong at Centralia College. Eddie Smith's conversation is over with Cade Crisco. Now back to work, going against Tino Paletti. Pitch by Crisco is low and outside. Cade thought he probably should have got that call. Crisco checks the runner. The pitch is on the way, and that's hit out towards the shortstop, who was playing on the second base side of the bag. Conklin positioned perfectly. Here's the replay on it. As soon as he hit it, you thought center field base hit, right? Wrong. Shortstop is right there. Makes the catch. And the Bulldogs are turned away. We played 3.5. Lower Columbia 4. Bellevue nothing.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
First ball swinging up there, Garrett Myers for Lower Columbia, and he fouls it off. 4-0, Lower Columbia leads Bellevue here in the final game of the first day of the NWAC tournament. We've got a lot more baseball to go in the next few days. Next pitch to Myers, that's fouled down the left side. And so getting ahead of the count, Usselman on in the early relief. Boy, he had to get hot quick as the starter, Travis Ulvestad, scuffled mightily. Timeout called again. And again, a pitcher completes that pitch. It's a nothing. Here's the 0-2. That's popped up in the infield on the right side. Second baseman takes charge over there, and that's Nico De La Cruz to make the catch for out number 1. Benny Calavajea checking in now for LCC. Benny Calavajea sacrifice fly to center field his first time up. Pitch poured in there by Usselman. Boy, taking that glove right up near the mug. Swing and a miss. Good slide piece. Usselman starting to feel it now a little bit. He'll just stand up on the bump and wait for Calavajea to get back in there. That ball is hit out towards left center field and hit pretty good out there. A long run, and that'll be off the wall, and Calavajea will check into second base with a 1-out double. Ball just kept going and going out there. They were giving chase and into the dark recesses of the night underneath the scoreboard out there, and finally ended up to the wall, and the Red Devils have a runner in scoring position with Taylor Davis checking in. Split the left and center fielders perfectly that time, did Benny Calavajea. Here's the pitch. Taylor Davis hits one to deep center field, going way back, going back, going back. That'll be off the wall. Trading places, an RBI double for Taylor Davis. Back-to-back doubles, and the Devils have a 5-0 lead. Taylor Davis all over that pitch. And that ball just kept going and going and going, and that'll go all the way down to the fence out there, the gate in right center field to the right of the batting barn, and he hit it a long way. And that'll bring up Ryan Anquist. Here's the pitch. Anquist hits that to second base. Boxed by De La Cruz, and not in time. That'll be an error. He hit it hard. Anquist can run. And when it got out of there, he hit it on the screws, but it jumped up on De La Cruz, and by the time he got it over there, Hank Nasty was by the bag. Runners at the corners, 1 out, and a run in already, and a 5-0 Red Devil lead. Corey Conklin, the hitter. Squares to bunt, takes it outside for ball 1. Devils with 4 in the bottom of the first, and now I've added a tally here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Corey Conklin in this program last year as a redshirt has held on to that shortstop position and has been solid. Here's the pitch. Again, squares as if to bunt, but takes, and it's ball 3. Usselman trying to get out of a jam. Conklin takes a strike. Toby Johnson's on deck for Lower Columbia. And again, he squared as if, but takes ball 4 instead. Devils have them loaded with 1 out and a run in as the helicopters fly by here at Story Field. Well, when you have an event of this magnitude, you definitely have, you know, the blimps, helicopters, paparazzi and stuff. Don't blame them. This is big time. Pitch is high. Now all of a sudden, Usselman, who appeared maybe he was going to start dialing in a little bit, gives up back-to-back doubles. An error, and now a walk to load him up. Pitch. Oh, good swing by Toby Johnson. Cued it off, though, and he's back up there. Usselman gets the sign, and now comes set. Pitch to Toby Johnson. That's ball 2, 2-1. Usselman making the decision to work out of the stretch with the bases loaded. Now steps off, now gets back up that slab that's on top of the big mound of dirt out there. 2-1 pitch. Fouled out of play down the left field line. Over in the deep corner where they've got the swag all set up. The souvenir tent down there. Nice gear. Got some nice NWAC stuff. Sweatshirts and stuff. Toby Johnson checks back in now for LCC. Tugs. Gets ready. Usselman's 2-2. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Toby Johnson. Devils lead 5-0 and looking for more. Bases loaded with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Johnson hits that ball out towards left field. Catch is made. Here's the throw from deep out there. They're not going to get him. 6-0 LCC. Taylor Davis comes in to score. Sacrifice fly by Toby Johnson. Cameron Campbell, the hitter.
Batter for the Red Devils, number 15, the left fielder, Cameron Campbell.
Runners at first and second with 2 outs. 2 runs in. Campbell takes strike 1. Enquist at second, Conklin at first. Lower Columbia looking for more. Husselman's pitch is hit down to third. Jumps up, and Gallo stays with it. Makes a strong throw across to retire the side. A couple of more for LCC as we have played 4. Red Devils lead at 6-0. Dave Andrew will be joining you for the middle innings. We're coming back with more in 1 minute.
What if your dreams could change the world? What would you do? Where would you start? Southern Oregon University is a place where anyone, everyone, can realize that dream. With over 40 majors, our accelerated degree programs, online and night schedules make sure your everyday life doesn't get in the way of your real life. Southern Oregon University. Learn. Dream.
Company retreat with Chief Football Officer Russell Wilson. Some of you may be wondering why we're wood carving.
What are we learning from this?
Details. Small details. Like this right here. Not bad. Now, Captain Bob knows about the details. Style, comfort,
and power.
Power?
Yep. It's for you.
Giving you our best never stops. Thank you for flying Alaska.
Well, thinking about transferring, think about Eastern Washington University, EWU, minutes from trails and lakes, as well as the state's 2nd largest city. It's not just a great location. EWU offers cutting-edge STEM degrees and is Washington State's best academic value for transfer students. Learn more, ewu.edu/transfer. Dave Andrew along as the Red Devils lead 6-0.
All right, thank you, Kirk. To the top of the 6th. Top of the 5th, I should say. Bellevue 8-9-1. Nico De La Cruz leading off, struck out his first time. The Bellevue second baseman takes a couple of balls from Cade Crisco, 2-0. As Lower Columbia leading 6-0. With Bellevue self-destructed a little bit with some walks and wild pitches in that first inning. The Devils with some back-to-back doubles by Calavahea and Davis. Sac fly and 2 more runs. 6-0 Lower Columbia here. Both teams with 3 hits. This pitch is fouled away, and a 2-1 count now on Nico De La Cruz. Swing and a miss. Crisco with a fastball on the outside part of the plate evens up the count. Add 2 and 2. You see big 33 out there. Boy, what an advantage for Lower Columbia, and that Crisco, 2 years in a row, the Thursday night starter at the tournament. Ball chopped towards the shortstop on a hop. Conklin gathers, throws high, but Archibald climbs the ladder, records the out, 1 down. Boy, nice play by Conklin and a good reach by Archibald. You see the 1 hop, the 2 hops, Conklin across, fumbled it a bit, threw it a tad bit high, but Archibald up high, got the toe back down on the pillow, and the Oklahoma Sooner to be gets the put out at first, 6-3. 1 down here in the 5th. Dylan Vachulek, the batter. He doubled his first time up, but was stranded. Winner of this game will play Pierce tomorrow night at 7:35. Next pitch fouled away, 0-2. Pierce a 10-2 winner earlier this evening versus Mount Hood. The loser will back into a 12:35 game against Mount Hood. Pitch grounded to second. Johnson gets a nice hop, throws over to first base, and out by a step, a hustling Dylan Vachulek, 2 down. If Lower Columbia should hold this lead, well, even if not, who would have imagined a Mount Hood versus Bellevue or Lower Columbia loser out game at 12:35 on Friday? But that's what's facing one of these teams and Mount Hood. Top of the order, Lawyer Braun steps in for Bellevue. Boy, that hook. And that's a pitch that Cade Crisco's really developed this year. Strike one taken. I started to talk about Crisco, a guy who pitched Thursday night last year and again this year. And what a advantage. Line drive up over the head of Tommy Johnson into center field, right center field, picked up out there by Enquist. Base hit with 2 down for Bellevue. Braun now 1 for 3. Austin Pinarini steps in, the catcher. Well, you just never quite understand sports. Lower Columbia leads this game 6-0, and they've been out hit. But wild pitches and walks will catch up to you, and that's the case with Bellevue with a rough first inning. Pinarini, the lefty, pitch from Crisco at the knee, strike one. 9:35 tomorrow. It'll be Chemeketa and Treasure Valley. Loser goes home. 12:35 Mount Hood versus the loser of this contest. 0-1 pitch, 2 down here. Hit up the middle. Conklin, couple steps from the bag, steps on it for the force, and a pretty easy inning for Cade Crisco. Bellevue in the 5th, no runs. 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We've played 4.5. We're halfway through. Lower Columbia 6, Bellevue 0. Back in a minute on the NWAC Championship broadcast.
Soldiers in the Guard's intelligence field gather information on the enemy using a variety of tactics. Scanning foreign communications, conducting interrogations, and debriefing friendly contacts, all while delivering and coordinating data to help allies on the battlefield or stop civil emergencies. The enemy can't hide from Guard intelligence.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
'16 Northwest Athletic Conference, the NWAC Baseball Championships. Lower Columbia 6, Bellevue 0 as we come to the bottom of the 5th. Lauren Archibald, the Red Devil first baseman, 1 for 2. RBI chop single into left field his first time up. Now in will face Bellevue's Zach Usselman. Usselman's first pitch, a ball, 1-0 the count on Archibald. Archibald, Crisco, and Garrett Myers for the Red Devils, 3-4-5. Usselman's pitch, looked at, ball 2, just outside. I'll check that. It was ball 1, 1-1 the count. No, I was right. It is 2-0. Scoreboard had a glitch. 2 balls, no strikes on Archibald. Usselman's pitch, hit hard. Hooking foul, it appears, right down that right field line, and it is a long strike one for Archibald. Archibald clearly with power. Just a couple of home runs this year. Trying to remember how many hit last year. Several. Playing DH and some first base. Actually a little right field even for the Devils. And I think he may have had a cup of coffee at third base as well last year. A guy that can play the corners. Heading to Norman, Oklahoma next year. Play some baseball at the University of Oklahoma. Great for him. 2-1 count on Lauren Archibald. Now we've got a timeout at the plate. Plate umpire Adam Rogers steps up and signifies time, grants it to Archibald. Usselman still up there, ready to go. Glove up at his face. Statuesque. Pitch. Swing and a miss by Archibald. Strike at the knees and came up empty. 2-2 the count. Good crowd in here tonight. Room for more. Local fans want to see some great baseball this Memorial Weekend. Come on down to Story Field. Always a fun venue. 2-2 pitch. Archibald goes the other way into left field for a base hit. Sliced away from the shortstop, and Archibald now 2 for 3 on the evening. That'll bring up Cade Crisco, a rarity in college baseball, a hitting pitcher. Crisco 0 for 2 today, but hit 400 on the season and 60 official at bats, 24 of 60, couple home runs, 24 RBI. Let's see if he's bunting here. He's not. Swing and a miss. Or actually swing and fouled right at the plate, strike one. As you wouldn't expect your, most cases, your cleanup hitter to sacrifice. Crisco does have 2 this year, but it is a situation where, well, you like to add on if you're the Devils. Archibald at first and nobody out. 0-1 pitch to Crisco. The big right-handed hitter takes a pitch outside, 1-1 the count. Outfield, medium depth. Wind there, but minimal here in the darkness. Pitch to Crisco. Swung and missed at a ball down near his ankles. Good breaking ball. Down 1-2 in the count. If you're watching on the online, of course, radio and video, you'll see the crowd bundled up. A chilly evening, down around 50 degrees. Pitch to Crisco, fouled right back at us. You see the folks with the hooded sweatshirts on. And Usselman gets right back up on the hill. Zach Usselman. Now Crisco trying to dig a little dirt out of his eye there. Cade. Once again pitching for the Devils tonight. Last year in the NWAC tournament, Crisco had 2 appearances pitching on Thursday night and then pitched in the championship game Monday, the first championship game. The Devils lost to Mount Hood in 10 that game. Ball grounded towards second, touched the pitcher's glove, flipped to short for 1 to first. Double play. That'll be a 1-4-6-3 double play. I believe the pitcher got a little bit of a tip on it. I guess we can see the replay. Didn't get a good look there. We saw the second baseman, Dela Cruz, flip to Lefebvre, and the throw across to the first baseman, Paletti, and the double play. So the Devils just like that with 2 out. Now Coach Eddie Smith will call time, come out of the dugout and talk to his batter, Garrett Myers. Two down here. What looked promising for Lower Columbia after the Archibald leadoff hit, erased by the fine double play by Bellevue. Boy, Usselman gets up in that pose up there on the top of the hill, and he's just ready to go, even while Myers was out talking to his coach. He is ready to throw. First pitch to Garrett Myers, lined up the middle, base hit. Nope, off the glove of the second baseman. That'll still be a base hit as the second baseman, Dela Cruz, got over and knocked it down. Good play, but Myers quickly beats it out for the second hit of the inning for the Red Devils. Benny Calavahea, the Red Devil catcher who doubled and later scored in the 4th. 2 down now. Garrett Myers over at first base for Lower Columbia. Usselman's pitch, low, ball 1. Calavahea without out of the box with a long look at his third base coach, Eric Lane. Usselman back up on the hill. The 1-0 pitch upcoming. And now at the plate, Calavahea will call timeout. As Usselman was going through some signs, took some time. Yakima and Everett, our first quarterfinal game tomorrow at 4:35. Back to play. Strike taken, 1-1. course, Everett earlier today defeated Treasure Valley 2-1, and as you can tell, a pitcher's duel. Boy, the big hit, the 8th inning home run off the roof of the barn in center field by the cleanup hitter Peterson of Everett. The game winner there. Grounder towards third, gloved over there by Gallo, throw across on a nice play for the out. The Devils get a couple hits. Double play kind of took care of things. In the 5th, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We go to the 6th. We're here on the NWAC Championship broadcast, back in 1 minute.
I initially declared my major in mathematics, but I changed my major to computer science after I took just 1 computer science class. When I took a CS class, I realized that it had all of the problem solving that I loved in mathematics, but I could make really cool applications. If you love solving problems, if you have a very logical and mathematical thought process, and you are creative, CS is for you. Really, if you love problem solving, we love you.
Back here to Story Field, and boy, part of the fun of broadcasting in this tournament is hearing from friends and former Red Devils from afar. I'd like to say hello to Gabe Eyrig, the former Red Devil pitcher, was on the championship team last year. Gabe playing college baseball in Southern California. Gabe, glad you're watching the broadcast tonight. Your Red Devils are playing well, but got some business to finish as Bellevue comes up here in the top of the 6th. Red Devils lead at 6-0. Crisco with that breaking ball just nips the inside corner, strike 1. Jordan Lefebvre, the shortstop, Evan Johnson, Eli Gallo, 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Bulldogs. Next pitch, inside, just inside, ball 1, 1-1. Next pitch by Crisco, again, a little bit off, takes a little off it. Lefebvre comes up empty. Swinging, nothing there, 1-2. One-two pitch, fastball, hit towards short. Conklin up and makes a catch. And I don't know exactly how tall Corey Conklin is. I'd guess about 6'3", and that height has come into play a couple times in this game, especially on that ball earlier in this game when he made the running catch heading out into left field in the 3rd inning, where Campbell lost it in the either in the lights or in the shadows. 1 down. Conklin catches the soft liner. Well, right now Crisco is getting ahead of batters and used that off-speed pitch. Strike 1 taken by Johnson. Next pitch, trying to work the inside corner. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. Evan Johnson, who's 0 for 2. Ground out to short, fly out to left field. 1-1 the count here in the 6th. 1 down. Pitch hit in the air. Enquist in his tracks, now runs in about 4 or 5 steps, and Ryan makes the catch quickly. 2 down. Enquist, the sophomore center fielder out of West Valley High School in Yakima, played in this tournament last year. In fact, Ryan Enquist hit a big home run in this opening game last year up over the right field fence. Eli Gallo, 3rd baseman. Pitch to Gallo. There's that off-speed pitch again. This time rides just a little bit high, ball 1. Gallo 1 for 2, lined out to Archibald at first, and got a base hit in the 4th. Next pitch taken for a ball, and quickly catcher Benny Calavahea asks for time and jogs out to talk to Cade Crisco. Maybe a little cross up on the signs that time. Calavahea transfer, came from Washington State, prepped in the Lacey, Washington area, and played for the Cougars last year, was there in the fall, and then changes made and transferred to Lower Columbia at winter quarter. And been a great addition behind the plate. 2-0 pitch now to Eli Gallo. Bouncer, one hop, Conklin on the run, fires across, and boy, a very efficient inning for Cade Crisco. A line out, a fly out, a ground out, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for Bellevue in the top of the 6th. We've played 5.5 innings. Lower Columbia 6, Bellevue 0. Back on the NWAC Championship broadcast after this 1-minute timeout. We're right to it here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Red Devils. Leading it off, Taylor Davis takes the pitch, or swing and a miss at the pitch from Usselman. 0-1 to count. Davis, 1 for 2, a ground out, and then the RBI double back in the 4th. Taylor, the freshman third baseman, this time fooled, swings and misses strike 2. Taylor, also a relief pitcher, has been at times the closer for the Red Devils this year. No balls, 2 strikes. On the Red Devil freshman third baseman. Usselman's pitch. Davis hits it into right. It's going to get down. I got to watch the umpire. It is caught. Boy, these old eyes out in that dark outfield couldn't see it. And the right fielder, we're going to replay here. Dylan Vachulek with a great play coming across and the ball sinking quickly. Went into the slide, and there it is. And what a great replay by Topher Vision. An out in right field. Great catch by the right fielder, Vachulek. 1 down. Boy, if he makes a great catch, I got to get his name right, huh? Ryan Enquist. A couple quick strikes, 0-2 the count. So Davis out on the line out to the right fielder. Vachulek, 1 down. 0-2 now on Ryan Enquist. Enquist has reached on an error and also grounded to second. Ball in the dirt, 1-2. Boy, once again, hope you had a chance to see that replay. Dylan Vachulek with an outstanding catch out in right center field. 1-2 count now to Enquist. Taking at the knees on the inside corner. Called strike 3. Quickly 2 down for the Red Devils. I don't think Ryan Enquist particularly liked that call. Tough pitch. Corey Conklin, the Red Devils shortstop. Conklin, the redshirt freshman out of Corvallis. Corey takes a called strike. Conklin hitting 189 coming in. Well, he earns his keep defensively there, patrolling the shortstop position. The guy, I will guess, in his redshirt sophomore next year will come on with the bat. Taking another step up. Good kid. Ball 1, 1-1 the count on Conklin. Outside, 2-1. Conklin asking something of plate umpire Adam Rogers. 2 balls, 1 strike on Conklin. 2 down here, bottom of the 6th. And now Rogers is going to visit with Eddie Smith. Of course, I have no clue what that's about. And we'll move on. Kind of a harmless situation. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody on. 2 down here, bottom of the 6th inning. Lower Columbia 6, Bellevue nothing. Usselman's pitch to Conklin. Outside, ball 3. Toby Johnson, top of the lineup, awaits for LCC. Zach Usselman, the sophomore righty, out of Snoqualmie. Pitch at the knees, full count. Well, the Devils have a number of redshirt freshmen with key roles this year. Conklin being one of them. Cam Campbell also. Conklin swinging a miss on the off-speed pitch, and that'll end it. In the 6th, nothing doing for the Devils. No runs, no hits, no Bellevuers, none left. We've played 6 full. Lower Columbia 6, Bellevue nothing. We'll be back after this on the NWAC Championship Broadcast Network.
Medical specialists in the Guard are skilled in CPR, field triage, and emergency life support. Medics stabilize and evac the wounded during combat, come to the aid of civilians in a disaster, and provide day-to-day outpatient care. Medical specialists are saving lives on and off the battlefield.
Drop it like it's hard. The pigs try to get at you. Park it like it's hard. Park it like it's hard. Park it like it's hard. But get an attitude. Pop it like it's hard. Pop it like it's hard. Pop it like it's hard. Got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean down and I'm over best cause I got it going on. I'm a nice dude with some nice trees. See these ice cubes. See these ice creams. Eligible bachelor. $1 million boat. That's whiter than what's spilling down your throat. The phantom. Exterior.
Also like to tell you to prepare for an inspired future at Lynn Benton Community College in Albany, Oregon. You get personalized support, small classes, and you save money. Train for a job, get your bachelor's degree started, or check out the degree partnership program with Oregon State University. LBCC inspired. To thank Lynn Benton and some other community colleges for helping sponsor these broadcasts on the NWAC webcast by Topher Vision. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, Joe Wainhouse, the DH. Tino Paletti, Nico De La Cruz for Bellevue. Bulldogs need to get something going, trailing 6-0. And it'll be tough off Crisco, who's throwing well. I'm going to check the pitch count on Crisco. It's at 82 pitches as we start the 7th, so in good shape there. 1-1 pitch outside. Crisco took a little break in the middle of the season, had some soreness, missed a couple starts, so he hasn't pitched as many innings as some of his Devil teammates. In fact, he comes in with 48.2, and that's 4th in total innings for Lower Columbia's pitchers. 2-1 pitch, fastball up at the letters, swung on a miss by Wainhouse. 2-2 the count. Boy, if you know Cade, just kind of a quiet kid, soft-spoken. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Blew the hard stuff by him, 1 down. Third strikeout of the night for Crisco. And just 1 base on balls. Tino Paletti, the first baseman, 0 for 2. Pitch just outside, ball 1. Game in the hour and a half old area at this point. Started about 8:05, now it's past 9:30. First couple games here this morning went a little over 2 hours. Pretty typical for NWAC baseball. 9-inning games with a wood bat, not a lot of runs. Last game went a little longer. Pierce scoring those 10 runs. 2-0 pitch to Paletti. Boy, swung right through that fastball. 2-1 the count. Devils with 4 in the first. Took advantage of a couple walks, a couple wild pitches. There was also a couple hits in there. Jumped on Bellevue for 4 runs and added on 2 more in the 4th. Foul tip at the plate, strike 2. 2-2 the count on Tino Paletti. And Bellevue just so far nothing doing, not able to solve Cade Crisco. The 4-hitter. And boy, looked like umpire Adam Rogers was ready to unload. I thought he was ready to tear the phone book there, but pulled back, called ball 3. And it did look a tad bit low. Full count now to Paletti. Here we go. Hits it towards left field and will fall in front of Cam Campbell for a base hit. Kind of a soft little looper up over Conklin's head and curving away from the left-handed bat and in front of Campbell for the base hit.
Next up, baseman number 4.
You can see Campbell kind of go into a mode where maybe he was thinking diving catch and then realized, no, I'll leave this at a single and not a double or triple, and just took it on one hop. Nico De La Cruz shows bunt, throw down to first, and diving back in just in front of the tag of Archibald is Paletti. I'm sure the Red Devils would love to see a bunt in this situation. Didn't appear that De La Cruz that time may have appeared to be bunting for a base hit. 0-1 pitch now to De La Cruz. Not bunting this time, takes a ball low, blocked by the Red Devil catcher, Calavajea. 1-1 the count. Bellevue had to go to Lane and win the regional, finish in a three-way tie for first in the North, but lost on the tiebreaker. Actually was designated the third place team, had to go to Eugene and win that region. De La Cruz bunts again, this time trying to bunt for a base hit, but fouled it off up the first base side, 1-2. Last year, Bellevue, a team a lot of people pegged coming into the season to be a favorite to win it, took second up in that league to Everett, and then lost out in the regional level, never got here. A formidable program, though, outstanding baseball program for many years, and after Coach Mark Yoshina as of late. Pitched a little low, fumbled by Calavajea, but he recovers before the runner can advance. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another visit by the catcher out to Crisco. 1 out here, top 7. Stretch awaits, probably queued up down there on the music box. A couple outs are recorded still. Red Devils lead at 6-0. Nico De La Cruz, Dylan Vachulek, the man who made that outstanding catch in right center field, is on deck. Crisco bent at the waist, long look inside his catcher. From the stretch, 2-2 pitch. Swung and a miss, strikeout. A good job by Calavajea to hang on to it, although the drop third strike was not in effect there with first base occupied. But De La Cruz, fooled by the breaking ball, strikes out. Dylan Vachulek, the right fielder, is doubled and grounded out to second base. Love to drive in a run here if you're Vachulek. Pops it up. Conklin going back. Campbell coming in. Conklin, the shortstop, takes control on the outfield grass and makes the catch. In the top of the 7th. Bellevue, no runs, 1 hit. There was no double errors and 1 left. Time for the 7th inning stretch. We'll be back with Red Devils and Bellevue after this 1-minute timeout.
The first day of school made it all worth it because I realized that I had made the right choice and I got to pursue my passion, and not just my passion, it was my dream.
When I came here and I'm in a class with 20 to 30 people, your teachers remember you by name. They treat you like you're an adult.
Don't do something that you hate doing for the rest of your life because life is short. You only have one life to live.
Sounds of a college baseball park. Crowd having fun. Of course, they're having a lot of fun here because it's primarily a local crowd, and their Red Devils are leading Bellevue 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Top of the order for the Red Devils, Toby Johnson, Cam Campbell, Lauren Archibald. Pitch, the 0-1 pitch, chopped foul by the left-handed hitting Toby Johnson, quickly down 0-2. Well, Usselman came on in relief in that first inning. The starter, Travis Olvestead, just got 1 out. Usselman came in. Johnson ropes him right at the first baseman. That's Paletti, and he fields it and steps on the bag for 1 out. Cameron Campbell will step in. Olmsted was wild, a couple wild pitches. He actually came out on a 3-2 count. And Usselman came in, got things slowed down, did give up a couple runs in the fourth, but been strong. Just came in with a big deficit. First pitch, a ball to Cam Campbell. Ball 2-0. Campbell, another one of those redshirt freshmen, sat out with a thumb injury last year. A catcher by trade, but Calavaheia's come in and does such a good job, and Campbell's got such a great bat. It's just been Eddie Smith's, job to find a spot for Campbell, and he's found it out in left field. Campbell takes ball 4, quickly walks on 4 straight pitches. Kid out of Ellensburg, and he's on at first base. And that will bring up Lauren Archibald. Archibald, the first baseman, has a couple of base hits. Arch out of Renton. When Cade Crisco does not pitch, because Crisco hits, when he doesn't, and a pitcher who doesn't hit pitches, and Archibald typically the DH, and Hayden Gerlach plays first base. Today, with Crisco hitting, Gerlach awaits the pinch hit, maybe, and Archibald moves to first. First pitch taken for a strike, 0-1 on Lauren Archibald. Ball low and inside. Johnson, great vision that time. Saw the pitch was going to be in the dirt and bust down to second base. I said Johnson. That's actually Campbell, and he's now in scoring position. 1-1 the count. So the Devils with 1 down, up 6-0, have Campbell on at second base in scoring position. Archibald would love to rope another single to right field like he did the last time up. Pitch to Lauren, takes it down low, 2-1. But to finish my earlier thought, I would assume with whoever pitches for the Devils tomorrow will not hit. Archibald will DH for him, and Gerlach will be back at first base, but we'll see that on Friday. Archibald takes ball 3, 3-1 outside. It's a long look down at his third base coach, Eric Lane. Archibald played last summer right here for the Cowlitz Black Bears, and I believe he's back here again. Spent a lot of time at Storyfield, knows these grounds well. 3-1 pitch now coming to Lauren. Hits it towards center, coasting over the center fielder, and it falls in front of him for a base hit. First look, it looked like Lawyer Braun might get to it, but the ball dove fast, and on the play, Campbell to third base, and Archibald with his third hit of the night. Yeah, Braun fooled me. Never even had a chance at it. Clean base hit. So Archibald 3 for 4 on the night, and that'll bring up Crisco, the pitcher, with runners on the corners. Cade hits it deep to center. Braun going back. He's got it, but this will score a run. Campbell tags up. He will stroll to the plate, and the Devils on the Crisco's RBI sac fly lead it 7-0. Boy, right there shows how big Cam Campbell's base running play was to get himself to second base on that ball that just snuck away from the catcher. Got himself in scoring position, moves over on the hit, and scores on the sac fly. Archibald still on first base. Grounder, Myers, ball thrown away past the first baseman. Archibald strolling over to third base, Myers into second, and we've got an infield error, and Devils on at second and third base. Get a look at the replay. You saw Myers with kind of the bunt caught him off guard. The pitcher throws it across, and it's wide of the first baseman. Couldn't stretch to it. That'll be an E1. And on the play, Myers to second base. Throw was wide of the first baseman. So on the throwing error by the pitcher, Usselman, Devils have Archibald at third, Myers at second. And the batter, Benny Calavahea. First pitch thrown was waved off as umpire Adam Rogers called time and stepped out. Calavea fouls it out of play. What do we got? A balk. Red Devils are going to score on a balk. And Lauren Archibald on the balk will score. Myers will move to third base. Now 8-0 Lower Columbia. Boy, you saw clearly Eric Holden, the third base umpire, stationed in what they call the C hole up in front of the shortstop, right on top of that, called the balk. So no pitch, no count, and back in there is Calavea. Takes a strike, 0-1. You see Garrett Myers over at third base, reached on the throwing error, and now on the balk gets to third base. Calavea, the Red Devil catcher. Bounces it up the middle, base hit. And the Devils all of a sudden lead this thing 9-0. And with the first day rules in this tournament, if Calavea scores, this game's over. There's a 10-run rule in the 7th inning on the days when there's 4 games in the NWAC. So right now, Bellevue just needs to hold in from scoring to keep this thing rolling. Red Devils with 3 runs this inning. Just 1 base hit, a walk, a single, a sac fly, an error, 2 hits, and 2 singles. Taylor Davis, the batter, he has doubled and flown out deep into right field. Actually on the great diving catch by Paletti in right center. Fouls the first one out of play, 0-1 the count on Taylor. Oh, 1 pitch to Taylor Davis. You check his swing. He went. Strike called, 0-2. Taylor fooled on a big biting breaking ball that time. Couldn't hold back. 0-2 the count on Davis. 9-0 Lower Columbia. Usselman in the stretch. Pitch, this one far outside, ball 1. A Red Devil win would set up a matchup with Pierce tomorrow night, a Western Division foe. One ball, 2 strikes to Taylor Davis. Taking his time. Got that helmet off, checking it inside. Puts it back on. Taylor, a graduate of Todd Beamer High School, Federal Way. Pretty good high school quarterback. Pitch outside. In fact, it had been the fall of 2014. Taylor's his senior year in football, helped lead Todd Beamer to the state playoffs, I believe for the first time. It's a newer school, and I believe it was the first time they'd been to the state playoffs, or at least the first time they won a state playoff game. He was QB. Pitch to Taylor, checked his swing, outside, 3-2 the count. Enquist on deck for the Devils. Well, the umpire, Adam Rogers, saying 2-2. I had 3-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Taylor Davis. Well, there's ball 3. I'd like to go back to the play-by-play. I think that was ball 4 myself. Yeah. So Taylor Davis is going to have to earn 5 balls to walk here. Somewhere the count got lost. Full count to Davis. Fouled. Just got a piece of it. And the catcher, Pinonini, could not come up with it. Austin Pinarini, the catcher for Bellevue. So unless I'm crazy, this is a 4-2 pitch coming up on Taylor Davis. And and it hit him. Whatever. He's on first base. All's well that ends well if you're a Red Devil, I guess. Boy, if the Devils can drive in a run here, this game's over. We need a post-game interview and all sorts of stuff. We're doing the split the pot down here, and now we'll have a visit to the mound by Coach Mark Yoshino to visit with Usselman. And we've got a pitching change. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Red Devils with 3, and they lead at 9-0 back after this 1-minute timeout. Pitching change for Bellevue here at Story Field. Robbie Shinneman will step in, and like to remind us, Centralia College is your college for associate degrees, bachelor degrees, job training. Apply now to get a jump on classes and financial aid. Application easy and free. You belong at Centralia College. Visit www.centralia.edu for details. Ryan Inquist steps in. Colavahay on second base. And via the walk, the hit by pitch, Taylor Davis at first. Once again, if Enquist would drive a run in here, this game be over. Pitch to Enquist. Chop foul at the plate. Quickly 2 strikes. Facing the lefty, Robbie Shinneman out of Maple Valley, a freshman. Shinneman pitched in 13 games this year, all in relief. Got a couple of runners on here. Pitch, way outside, ball 1. Johnson grounded out to the first baseman to start the inning. Campbell walked, Archibald single, an RBI sac fly, I should say, from Crisco. Pitch to Enquist, hit towards first, but foul. Myers reached on the throwing error by the pitcher. That scored a run too. Colavahay singled. And Taylor Davis singled. And they're on. Taylor Davis hit by a pitch. So 2 on here with 2 outs. Campbell, Archibald, and Myers have all scored for the Red Devils. 1-2 the count on Ryan Enquist. Pitch. Slow breaking stuff. Fouled by Enquist. Stays alive. Enquist fouls off another, staying alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ryan. Shinneman back up, lefty, hit by Enquist towards the shortstop. Takes a hop up, makes a nice play. That's LaFay, flips the second for the out. So on the inning, Red Devils add on 3 runs, had a couple of base hits, 3 base hits. There was an error, and 2 left. We've played 7. Lower Columbia 9, Bellevue 0. Back in a minute on the NWAC Championship broadcast.
is not a building, and it's not some number on a mailbox. It's a place where we grow and love and learn. At Southern Oregon University, our people, our programs, our place blend together like a family. With over 40 majors, exceptional faculty, and a commitment to inclusion and diversity, once you become a Southern Oregon University Raider, you're home.
We go to the top of the 8th inning. Pitching change for the Red Devils. Anthony Brink on the mound, the redshirt freshman out of Central Catholic High School in Portland. Happy for Anthony to get this opportunity because he's a guy that has persevered through arm difficulties. Really good kid, and he will come in with this 9-0 lead here for LCC. Cade Crisco, 7 innings pitched. We'll recap his line here in a bit. Crisco gave up 5 hits, no runs. There's no earned runs. Walked 1, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts for Cade Crisco. 7 innings of work. Crisco, the pitcher of record here for the Devils, with Anthony Brink on in relief. Brink getting his last warm-up pitches. Red Devils have also moved Cam Campbell to catcher. I believe Riley Higgins came in that last inning to run. We'll see if we can find out. I believe Riley Higgins is in left field. Riley Higgins in left field, I believe, is a change. Campbell at catcher, and now Brink pitching. Crisco's still in as the designated hitter. That's how he was designated to start the game. First pitch from Anthony Brink. A little low. Ball 1. He'll face Lawyer Braun. Austin Pinarini and Jordan Lefebvre for Bellevue. Ball popped up, out of play. 1-1 the count. Braun, the leadoff hitter, center fielder, 1 for 3 today. Brink's pitch, fouled away again, and he gets ahead of the count. One-two pitch now to Braun from Brink. Big breaking ball, broke a little low, 2-2. You know, Anthony, one of several Red Devils on this team that umpires in his spare time. Anthony, pretty good umpire. Pitch by Brink, fouled back and away. Still 2-2. Keep talking about for Lower Columbia, these redshirt freshmen. This is another one. Could figure into plans next year. Braun will look down to his coach in the third base box. Brink back up on the hill. 2-2 pitch now to Lawyer Braun by Brink. Swing and a miss. Campbell can't find it. Picks it up. Throws to first. And registers the out. So Brink with a strikeout. A near drop third strike. Campbell had a little hard time finding that ball. Did find it and threw out the runner Braun. As Archibald did a nice little bit of toe work down there to keep his foot on the bag. 1 down. Austin Pinarini, the batter. Brink pouring in strikes now. Strike 1. Breaking ball, strike 2 called. That was a pretty hook that time by Anthony Brink. Oh, 0-2 on Pinarini, the catcher. Brink's pitch. Fastball, outside check swing. Ruled that he held up. 1-2. Brink's 1-2 offering. Hit towards center field, left center field, coming over the center fielder Enquist in front of Higgins, and Enquist makes the catch for the second out. Enquist was shaded towards left and got over there quickly, scampered into position and made the catch.
Number 2, shortstop, Jordan LaFave.
Jordan LaFave, the shortstop for Bellevue, with 2 down. Ball 1, the count. Brink with 2 down here in the windup and the pitch. Hit towards Enquist, deep, coasting back on the warning track. Shaded towards right center and makes the catch. Enquist went a long ways but made the catch for the third out. A clean inning for relief pitcher Anthony Brink, and he thanks the defense as it comes off the field. Nothing doing for Bellevue in the top of the 8th. Red Devils 9, Bellevue 0, back in 60 seconds.
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you, for them, Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Company retreat with Chief Football Officer Russell Wilson. Guys, teamwork takes practice. And some days will be a little turbulent. But if we stay focused and show our customers that we care. Now that's giving our best.
Best! Sir, for your safety, please remain seated.
Yes, ma'am. Giving you our best never stops. Thank you for flying Alaska.
All Lower Columbia in this one as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 9-0 LCC. Corey Conklin, the Red Devils' 9th hitter. The shortstop will lead off. The pitch from Robbie Shinneman is a ball, 1-0. Shinneman, the third pitcher used by Bellevue tonight. Next pitch, the lefty to the lefty, strike 1 called. Once again, there is a 10-run rule in effect, 7th inning and beyond. The Devils leading 9-0. If would score here, game would be over. Next pitch taken by Conklin, 1-2. Boy, Shinneman wastes no time. The lefty right up on that rubber, bent and waiting. And now Adam Rogers calls time at the plate, granted to the batter Conklin. One-two pitch to Conklin. He wouldn't have minded getting hit by that one, but didn't want to dive into it and took it just in quite a ways inside, 2-2. Pitch just outside. That was a great pitch. Conklin froze on it. Fortunately got the ball called just a tad bit outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Corey Conklin. Well, anything short of a 9+ run rally by Bellevue in the 9th will have Bellevue and Mount Hood in a loser out game tomorrow. Strike 3 called on Conklin. Conklin takes the called strike. Hayden Gerlach will get an at-bat in this game. As I mentioned earlier, Hayden, typically the Red Devil first baseman, with Cade Crisco hitting in his own, not being DH for tonight. Gerlach sat out. He'll get a chance to hit here with 1 down in the 8th. Ball 1 called. Hayden, a sophomore transfer. Came to Lower Columbia from Parker, Colorado after playing at a 2-year school in Arizona last year. Pitch, Gerlach, hit to left, playable, coasting back, Evan Johnson, and will make the catch for the second out. That'll bring up Cam Campbell, now the Red Devil catcher. Started in left field. He has moved to catcher in the last inning. Pitch to Campbell, swing and a miss. This time a slow curveball and swung on a miss by a fooled Campbell. Next pitched outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, once again, Shinneman does not mess around. Give me the ball, let me throw it. He's done well in his time here in relief. 1-2 pitch to Cameron Campbell. Pitch, chop right off his foot. He's got that ankle brace on his left lower leg there and fouled it off it, and the Velcro came loose, peeled it right off. Slow breaking ball, about a foot and a half outside. Ball 2. 2-2 the count on Cameron Campbell. Inside, full count now on Cam. Grounded towards the shortstop. LaFave. Boy, took a bad hop on him, and he's down. And Campbell will reach. Get a look at the replay. As you see Campbell at the plate, hits the grounder. Didn't take a bad hop so much, it took a little bit of a hop, and it came off the butt of his glove and got up, may have got him up in the Adam's apple, couldn't tell for sure. Just took a bad hop off the glove and up in possibly the face. Maybe we'll get one more look at it. LaFave is up. He's going to be all right, walking it off. Kind of pushes Coach up fine. Yeah, he's stretching that neck out. Must have taken up under the chin possibly. See if we can slow this thing down. Comes up and, oh yeah, ooh, right underneath. Boy, the old uppercut to the chin for LaFave. He's okay. That'd be an error. Unfortunately for him, an error. And puts Campbell on at first base on the E6. Justin Hughes now will hit for Lauren Archibald. Hughes, the popular sophomore catcher out of Prairie High School in the Vancouver area. Boy, Justin Hughes, a catcher by trade, had a chance to throw an inning of relief in the doubleheader, I believe, with Everett here a couple weeks ago. Goes the other way, foul out of play. Devils just used a lot of arms that day, and Justin got the final inning of the game, of the second game of a doubleheader. 1-1 count on Hughes. Pitch hit towards right, could be trouble. But Chulek coming on, the ball is just foul. It looked like kind of going to be a bloop hit down there and just foul. But Chulek had a long, long run for it. Wasn't going to get to it, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count. Two down here, 9-0 LCC. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Hughes. Looked like a base hit, but the third baseman, Eli Gallo, with a shoestring grab of this one. We'll see the replay before we go to break. Line drive off the bat of Justin Hughes, and Gallo comes across and gets it right there. I said shoestring, waist high. Great stretching catch by Eli Gallo. Devils with nothing doing. Had an error on Bellevue, and that's it, that inning. To the top of the 9th. Our score, Lower Columbia 9, Bellevue 0. Back in 1 minute.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
I initially declared my major in mathematics, but I changed my major to computer science after I took just one computer science class. When I took a CS class, I realized that it had all of the problem solving that I loved in mathematics, but I could make really cool applications. If you love solving problems, if you have a very logical and mathematical thought process, and you are creative, CS is for you. Really, if you love problem solving, we love you.
Lots of defensive changes for Lower Columbia. Justin Hughes stays in and catches. Riley Higgins is now in left field. He was out there last inning too. Cameron Campbell, who started in left, went to catcher now in right field. And Hayden Gerlach, who hit, is now playing at first base for the Devils. Looks like there might be a new second baseman out there too. I think Steve Robinson is at second base. Conklin at short. Davis still at third. Brink back on the mound. Facing a pinch hitter. And we'll check to see who that is. I believe it's Antonio Henriksen leading off for Bellevue. I was wrong. It was Oscar White, freshman out of Bellingham, into pinch hit. So White will lead off the top of the ninth for Bellevue. Wholesale changes both ways here. 1-1 pitch by Brink. Fastball to knees, strike two, 1-2 the count on White. Brink's pitch outside, 2-2. Anthony Brink on the season for the Devils only pitched 11 innings in 4 games. Strike three called. Well, I'll tell you what, Anthony Brink's looked pretty good here. I know it's a one-sided game when he's come in, but the young man came here with an arm injury. Didn't pitch last year, pitched a little this year, got a late start, that lingering injury, and boy, his future looks good. Eli Gallo with one down here in the ninth. Brink's pitch. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss by Gallo on the high fastball. Brink's bringing it. Red Devils will play at 7:35 tonight or tomorrow night versus Pierce. Bellevue at 12:35 tomorrow versus Mount Hood. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball. So Justin Hughes is ready to throw that around. Yeah, he's probably apologizing to Adam Rogers. 1-2 count. Ball just a little bit high. 1-2. 1-2 pitch. This breaking ball. Close. Ball 2. Got a good look at Eli Gallo there. Eli wearing number 99 out of Anacortes, a Seahawk. Pitch, swing, and fouled into the glove of Hughes. Now he throws it around the horn. 2 down. I've been impressed with Anthony Brink's velocity. Now Antonio Henriksen will pinch hit with 2 down here in the ninth. Boy, Brink popping that glove. Fastball swung and missed. Strike 1. Brink's next fastball rides up a little bit high. We're going to have a post-game interview here. I want to make sure I've got it on the air. 1-1 count upcoming on the pinch hitter Henriksen. Two down here, top of the ninth. Brink's pitch swung on and missed. So much respect for this Bellevue program, just not its night tonight. Off to a bad start. Brink's pitch, the breaking ball, and what a way to end the night for Anthony Brink. Strike 3 called, and that'll do it. Final score, the Red Devils with 9 runs, 7 hits. Lower Columbia left 6 on base, had no errors. no runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for Bellevue. The winning pitcher, he went 7, Cade Crisco, and this losing pitcher, Travis Olvestead. Time of the game was 2 hours and 15 minutes. Bellevue will move on and play at 12:35 tomorrow versus Mount Hood, and Lower Columbia will play at 7:35 versus Pierce. We'll have a little bit more. Here we'll be back on the broadcast in 60 seconds.
As certified jumpers, divers, and survival experts, Special Forces are dropped behind enemy lines to train foreign fighters, carry out covert missions, or prevent future conflicts. These soldiers live for the challenge, highly trained and highly intelligent. Special Forces soldiers are the best of the best.
Back here at Story Field, where Lower Columbia College has defeated Bellevue 9-0. So our winners today, and we're going to have a post-game interview on the field right now with the Red Devils' Cade Crisco.
I'm here with Kate from Lower Columbia. I noticed tonight that you were getting ahead of the pitch or ahead of the batters tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to attack the zone, get ahead early, and that way they would make contact, let my D do some work.
What can you say about the teammates who played behind you tonight?
They made a lot of great plays. No matter where the ball was hit, they'd be able to go find a way to catch it.
What will be the key in tomorrow's game against Pierce?
Just got to keep doing the same thing we did today, attack the fastball, get ahead in counts, and play our game.
Congratulations on the win. Good luck to you and your team tomorrow. Thank you. Back to you, Jim.
All right, Cade Crisco on in the post-game interview. He's the winning pitcher today. And, boy, 7 innings. Gave up just 5 hits, walked 1, struck out 4. And Crisco with a little bit of late relief help from Anthony Brink gets the win for the Red Devils. So once again tomorrow, 9:35, Chemeketa, Treasure Valley, that's a loser-out game. Bellevue and Mount Hood at 12:35, that's a loser-out game. At 4:35, Everett and Yakima Valley, that's a quarterfinal game. And then Lower Columbia and Pierce, a West battle tomorrow at 7:35. Final score once again, Red Devils win it 9-0 or 9-0 over Bellevue, and Lower Columbia will move on in the winner's bracket. We'd like to thank our radio audience on KLOG 1490 AM. I'd like to thank our audience also here tonight on the game produced by Topher Vision on the NWAC .org broadcast network. Glad we could bring you these HD pictures, and we'd like to thank Chris Garat and his crew for an outstanding job with the video, the pictures all day long. 4 more games tomorrow. It'll start at 9:30, the broadcast right here on the streaming video, and that'll be Chemeketa versus Yakima Valley. For Kirk Rowland, for our Topher Vision crew, and for our crew back at KLOG, saying good night from David Story Field.